Bonjour bitches, Fandy here, back with another video, and today we are going to be going through my Euro 20, Euro 21 Team of the Tournament. So without further ado, let's get on with the video.
Hi-ho, you fat bastard, you ate all the pies now, baby. You've never seen a salad, you ate all the pies, you fat bastard.
Right then guys, in goal I have gone for Jordan Pickford, Everton's goalkeeper. Now, I have to hold my hands up, personally, to be honest. To be honest, at the start of this tournament, I did not want Jordan Pickford in goal. I would have rather had anyone. I would have rather had Nick Pope. I would have rather had Dean Henderson. I would have rather had Fraser Forster. I am not a big, massive fan of this guy. I am a Liverpool fan, so there is some bias here. But I do have to hold my hands up. He has been absolutely fantastic in this tournament, commanding his area brilliantly. The calm that he brings as well. Sometimes when you see him, when he receives the ball, you can see him wave down the teammates. Just calm down, and they build from there. His distribution is absolutely perfect. Probably second, I want to say, to Edison and Alisson's in the Premier League. He's been absolutely phenomenal. Few stats that we've got here. He's faced 12 shots so far. Now, as of recording, it is the Saturday prior to the Euros final. So, I don't know how he does against Italy tomorrow. Hopefully, he doesn't jinx me. There are a few England players in this team. There are also a few Italian players in this team. I'd really fancy doing my team of the season. My team of the tournament. I can't imagine it's going to change, if anything at all. So, so he's faced 12 shots so far. Absolutely fantastic. He's got a goal prevention rate of 1.78. Conceded one goal and played 570 minutes for England so far. Absolutely phenomenal. Left back, SPINAZZOLA. So, to be perfectly honest, at the start of this tournament, I didn't really know much about SPINAZZOLA. I know he plays for AS Roma. I watched a lot of Italy's games, and for me, he is my player of the tournament as of now, as of so far. Probably change on the final tomorrow, depending obviously what happened. One of the English players would then probably overtake, and I know he had that horrific hamstring injury. But for me, one of the most exciting players I saw at the tournament. I'm a big fan of wing-backs. I love my wing-backs. I love them getting forward, especially on Football Manager. That's what I always do. So for me, he is an ideal player. We've got a few stats here. Defensive recoveries 23, interceptions 4, a pass completion of 88%. But here for me is why and what makes him so good. Chances created 7. So Italy, they like to overload down that left-hand side. With the extra man over, create the overlap. He's always getting in, he's always whipping those balls across, and he is going to be a massive loss to them tomorrow. Emerson, I think I'm not sure how many minutes he got for Chelsea last season. I'm pretty sure, if Chilwell wasn't playing, it was Marcus Alonso. I'm pretty sure he's third choice left back. So I think we can really hurt them. We as England can really hurt them tomorrow. Down either side really, to be honest. But he's got to be a massive loss. And for me, my player of the tournament so far. The first centre-back that I have gone for is Mr. Slabhead himself, Harry Maguire. This man, I didn't think was going to feature in this tournament. I was saying, how can he pick him? He's injured. How can he be in the team if he's not fully fit? But he has proved himself to be England's number one man at the back. For me, he is England's best centre-back we have. We don't have anyone else who can compete with Slabhead. There's a few reasons why we'll get to in a minute. So he's got a few stats again. Defensive recoveries 21, interceptions 8, a pass completion of 91%. One thing I love about Harry Maguire is how he picks the ball up. When England are in possession and we're trying to break down a team, he will quite happily pick the ball up and move into space, step forward, go on almost a little run, which then brings the player out towards him to come and tackle him, creates a space, plays a pass, and it starts to play. He's brilliant at that. He's a fantastic ball-playing defender. Shots on target 4, 1 goal. What more can you ask? He's slabhead for a reason. He gets up those corners, and you know if Mason Mount, whoever, Trent, whoever is whipping those balls in and getting on his head, 9 times out of 10 it's going to the back of the net. Minutes played 390. Fantastic. Can't fault him. My other first choice centre back is Giorgio Chiellini, the Italian stallion. 36-year-old centre defender who still can run rings around plenty of people. Absolutely solid at the back with a centre back partner Bonucci. Main reason I chose Chiellini over Bonucci is purely his age. A lot of these players they meant something to me in this tournament. They've either done something in this tournament that's excited me, they play a role that I like, or they're going above and beyond, going the extra mile, and it really shows with Chiellini. He's 36, and he'd still get into every single Premier League defence now. He's phenomenal. Current club's Juventus. Defensive recovery 17, interceptions 7, a pass completion of 86%, and 324 minutes played. This one was an easy choice for me. Right back, Denzel Dumfries. Now, what can you say about Denzel Dumfries? Another very exciting player this tournament. On that right-hand side, the way that Holland played really suited him. For PSV, he likes to get forward. Again, attacking wing-back, what I really, really, really loved. I thought it was phenomenal. I'd love him at Liverpool as a second choice right back. I think he's brilliant, and I think he will not be a PSV come the start of next season. I think someone's going to snap him up, and I think rumours believe that maybe Everton, Raf Benitez is looking at him. So current club's PSV, like I said before. A few stats: we've got defensive coverage 12, chances created 3, shots on target 4 with 2 goals. Minutes played 315. What else do you need in a right back? Defensive midfield, Declan Rice. What a player. What a player he's been this tournament. Who would have thought? Well, actually, no, not who would have thought, because he's been fantastic for a few years now, and he's just had his best season at West Ham where he's looked absolutely phenomenal. I was really worried about England's midfield at the start of this tournament. With Jordan Henderson being injured, I didn't think he was going to feature whatsoever. I was surprised that no one else was really added. I'm really surprised James Ward-Prowse didn't feature. I thought he could have done a job. And Declan Rice has been superb. Playing in that midfield too, in more of a 6 role. The similar kind of role that he plays for West Ham in that 6. However, for England, he's had to change his game. He's had to adapt. He has had to come forward, and he's done that well. Current club West Ham. I can't imagine he's going to be at West Ham at the start of next season. I think he's going to cost big bucks. I think he's easily worth £100 million. I think Manchester United are missing a trick if they're going to go in for Eduardo Camavinga over Declan Rice. Don't get me wrong, Camavinga, fantastic player. He's going to become a world beater as well. But English, Declan Rice, sign him up, surely. Surely, why wouldn't you? He's got defensive recoveries of 20, interceptions 11, a pass completion of 92%, and he's played a total of 465 minutes for England so far this tournament. Remember, this is pre-final. I love this guy. I think he's amazing. Centre midfield, Thomas Delaney. I bet you never thought you'd see Thomas Delaney in my team of the tournament. Well, I'm going to tell you a few reasons why I love this Borussia Dortmund centre midfielder. For Denmark, he has been fantastic. Now, Denmark play those two centre midfielders with, you can call it a 5 at the back, but it's not, is it? It's a 3-4-3. Very, very wide. And those kind of 3 centre backs and the 2 in midfield almost play as like a block 5. Now, Thomas Delaney and Højbjerg in the middle have both been fantastic, but for me, Delaney is better than Højbjerg. I'm not really on this Højbjerg hype. Yeah, he had a good start of the season for Tottenham, but for Southampton, what did he do? Let's be honest. So we've got a defensive recoveries of 22, interceptions of 7, chances created 4. This is why I love him. He gets involved, he gets stuck in, he's had a shot on target and he scored a goal. A real catalyst for Denmark, fantastic player. I'd have him in my team any day of the week. 463 minutes played. Brilliant. Centre midfield, Pedri. Now, this kid, you heard it here first, is going to be a future Ballon d'Or winner, future multiple Ballon d'Or winner. He's 18 years of age. Ronald Koeman's trusted him almost a whole season to play for Barcelona. I don't know how many minutes. I should have researched. He's played an awful lot of minutes for Barcelona this season. An awful lot. For Spain, he was phenomenal. On the ball, it's a gift. It makes it look so easy. He looks like he's got so much time. And he's got that time because he's got a fantastic football brain already. He can find that space which gives him that extra time, can look up and pick a pass. You know, we look at the pass stats that we've got on the screen. You got a pass completion of 91%. Now, a lot of these players have had a pass completion rate of in the 90s, but they have had nowhere near 445 passes. The guy's played 623 minutes. I think that's the most minutes of anyone in this team so far. And that's because Spain, obviously, they played the 3 games going into extra time. And this guy played all of it. Luis Enrique trusts him just as much as Ronald Koeman trusts him. There was rumours that he was supposed to go into the Spanish Olympic team straight after this because he's that good. Now, I don't think he's going into the Olympic team. If he is, fair play to the kid, but I think he could do with a rest. Like I said before, you heard it here first. This kid is going to be a future multiple Ballon d'Or winner. Left wing, Raheem Sterling. Now, say what you want about Raheem Sterling. I'm one of these included. That at the start of this tournament, or the start of come to the end of the season, when everyone was talking about who's going to be in the England team and who's going to be the front three and so on and so forth, lots of people had, Foden, Kane, Sancho, or Grealish, Kane, Sancho, and not anyone that I heard personally, whether it be pundits, friends, Twitter, whoever, had this man in their starting lineup. Lots of people cussing him, lots of people were slating him. Rumour is that Pep Guardiola wanted to sell him, maybe as part of getting Harry Kane in, as part of a deal. That is not going to happen at the end of this tournament. This man has proven to the general population, has proven to his manager that he is a fantastic player who still has so much to give. He's really outdone. Has he really outdone himself? Has he always been this good? Yes, Sterling is annoying. People can get frustrated with Sterling. He picks the ball up, he runs with it. He takes 3 or 4 players on, and then he just puts a silly sideways pass to the side which slows the play down and it stops completely. understand why people get frustrated by him. But this man's a genius. What's a few of the stats we've got here? Chances created 2, 1 assist, shots on target 8, 3 goals. Defensive recoveries 22, 5 tackles 1. 5 tackles 1. The man comes back, he comes deep to pick the ball, to start the play. He's always looking to move around, to find space. He's brilliant. He's been involved in England's 5 of 10. He's been involved in 5 of the 10 goals that England have scored in this tournament. That's half of the goals he has been involved in. That pass to Harry Kane. That pass to Harry Kane against the Ukraine. Just slipped, just slipped in. Amazing. He's played 521 minutes so far this tournament, and I think, myself included, and a lot of other people need to give this guy an apology. Striker, Harry Kane. What else needs to be said about Harry Kane? This man will definitely overtake Alan Shearer's Premier League record. If he stays in the Premier League, should he stay in the Premier League? Where else could he go? Does he go to Paris Saint-Germain? Does he join up with Pochettino again? Does he move to Man City? I think Man City need to sign Harry Kane. I think he is the best striker of my generation. Without a doubt. I am not a massive fan. And I know, trying to think to myself why I'm not a massive fan. Because for me in this tournament, yes, he had a nervous start. But he is Mr. Reliable. He will always come up with the goals. He is undroppable in this England team. Without a doubt. Obviously, he's still at Spurs. He needs to leave Spurs. I'm sorry, Spurs fans, if you're watching. You're probably screaming at me right now. But for the future of his career, for the future of his development, he has to leave Spurs. Few stats. Defensive recovery 6, interceptions 3. 7 shots on target with 4 goals. 5 chances created. Minutes 529. One of the things I love about Kane and what he's changed and adapted his game is the fact that he comes deep. Lots of people criticise him for coming deep. But I think in this day and age, proven by the likes of Roberto Firmino, you have to have that in your game. You have to have that to be able to link up with the midfield, to be able to start the plays, to be able to have runners going in behind, pick those passes. And as we've seen this season, Harry Kane not only can stick the ball in the back of the net, but he can also smash the ball 30 yards straight to Son's feet, who then runs in and goes and scores. I had to choose him. I couldn't have chosen any other striker. For me, he's the best striker in the world. Right wing, Chiesa. Now, this boy is brilliant. Haven't seen much of him. Used him on Football Manager plenty of times when he was at Fiorentina. Didn't even realise he'd gone to Juventus until somebody told me the other day. So I can't sit here and say that I've been watching those of Serie A and I've seen that he's amazing. But he looks fantastic. Lots of energy, lots of drive, lots of passion. Looks just like a Mancini man, like somebody who loves his country and wants to do really, really well for his country. I chose this picture for a reason. It's a striking picture. Pass completion 81%, chances created 6, shots on target 5 with 2 goals, minutes played 352. I don't know much about him, but he's going to be a real thorn in England's side for Sunday. Quite glad I'm making this video now. I will probably do a reaction video to the final and then see if I would make any changes in this video. But yeah, he's definitely my right winger of the tournament. Of the tournament, definitely. So, that concludes my Euro 2021 team of the tournament. As you can see from this lovely little picture that I've made here, I'll just go through it with you again. So we've got Pickford in goal. A back four of Spinazzola, Maguire, Chiellini and Dumfries. Declan Rice in the 6, with Pedri and Delaney as the 2 centre midfielders. Out on the left wing, we've got Raheem Sterling, Harry Kane through the middle at striker, and Chiesa on the right-hand side. Now, I thought it only right to have a few honourable mentions and talk about a few players that didn't get into this team. We'll start at the top, as you can see there, Calvin Phillips. This kid's amazing. I didn't want to put him in the team because I've got a lot of England players already and I wanted to have that versatility from other players. Oh, Calvin Phillips, he's so good. He's so good. Leeds, you've got a gem. Bielsa, he's created this absolute monster. This man that can just seem to tackle anyone. He's like a bull. Takes the ball off players. Fantastic. Oh, it's just really good. It's just really good. Simon Kjær. Now, I was going to pick Kjær over Chiellini, but the reason why Chiellini's in my team, purely because of his age, he's a GOAT in that position. He just deserved to go in the team. Kjær, in a few years' time, will probably be in this team. Kjær has really shown how much of a good leader and a captain he is. I haven't spoken about it, but those images that we saw, with the unfortunate situation that happened with Christian Eriksen, and those striking images you see of Eriksen's partner and Kjær, comforting her, really resonated with me. He seems like, well, he's just such a good leader. Fantastic leadership qualities. Brilliant player. He's done really, really well. And he should be really pleased with himself this tournament. 110%. Hopefully we'll see him in the Premier League soon. And the last but not least, we've got down here, Mikkel Damsgaard. Sampdoria signed him for £8 million. No, £7 million. £7 million. He's already been linked to Barcelona this season for 50. Well, Sampdoria want £50 million. Barcelona aren't going to be able to afford that. We'll get onto Barcelona in a different video because I definitely want to talk about their situation. But we need to give this man credit. He stepped into Eriksen's shoes and done an absolute job. That free kick against England was an absolute peach. Phenomenal. He's another player that should be fantastically pleased with what he's achieved in this tournament. Denmark as a whole should be... We haven't even got Joachim Mæhle on there. Joachim Mæhle on that left-hand side. A right-footed left-back. That outside of the boot cross... I can't remember what the game was. The outside of the boot cross that he sent over to Kasper Dolberg. Kasper Dolberg just stuck it in. It's been a really good tournament, and I've really, really, really enjoyed it, and I'm really looking forward to the final tomorrow. I am working, so I'm not going to be able to go to the pub, but I'm going to be watching it at work. So thank you very much for watching, guys. And that concludes my Euro 2021 team of the tournament.
Hi-ho, you fat bastard. You had all the pies, now baby, you've never seen a salad. You had all the pies, you fat bastard.